pseudo on the voodoo, heavenly kung fu. From you, no really who. When I do what I do, from me to you, freestyling a preview of what it looks like staying true. 1, 2, 3, free. Doing good in the present or your present, knowing this is maybe the gift present. Lift the ladder, not the later. I write every letter, no time to be a hater. Rather be a skater, but better to be a waiter. What this determines later is a better past and future for me and you to nurture and grasp, or clasp as in hold fast with care. How's that for fair? We'll breathe the clean air. Bending, do you like the truth I'm vending? Is it something that you're getting as I dig through the crates? Truth vetting, how's that for pseudo on the voodoo? Heavenly kung fu from you know who. Judo, drinking the Mountain Dew, dancing in the rain with the beast. Feared likely the least, and worried the least about it. Drinking from the ocean in a spring fountain, sniffing the flowers and the potions. I read the letters and the motions, filtering out the poisons with reasons over the seasons, and knowledge of the lack of truth that causes treasons with excuses instead of reasons. Sometimes you gotta eat a leaf or fruit in the season when you think something doesn't have a meaning. To be or not to be, if you gotta flee, don't do it uphill. That advice is a hard to from a thrill unless you a wallaby. Be more than a wannabe. If you climb a tree, that's what you gotta be. True purpose and quality is a value to me, and the an epitome of virtuous veracity with the unprecedented velocity of truth and accuracy for peace and harmony. Do you start to see who I choose to be? Chapter 7, Miles McWalker, a musical pastor from the land of ever after. And I already told you what I'm after, good times and real laughter. Maybe you're chosen by what you were choosing. How's that for palatable, wild, edible chewing? One thing they won't say about me is that I'm Jewing with my gel and the truth, saying not selling, though far from a felon or hell on, and not trying to sell on any holy ground, keeping it respectful all around. What's up often makes this way down, understanding this is a secret to not wearing a frown. We're wearing a crown that was already put down when man was writing a cave. God was around, that's how I drive when taking you to town. Kindness with every sound, a whisper from wisdom. Don't be dumb, be careful if you discern what you display, just a mirror, some say, though there is more to that in the way of truth on the scales. Let gentleness be of your ocean and patience be the wind in your sails. If you need a rest, to be quiet is to be still. This still is to be peaceful. Still, quiet, peaceful. Peaceful, still, quiet. Still peaceful, quiet. The quieter you are, the more you can hear from afar. There was some that had doubt. Jesus said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Sometimes you may be your only obstacle. When someone is healed in many of the Bible stories, there is something I noticed. Only those that had the faith to receive. No one was forced to be healed, as you don't force the force. And dipping a toe in the river of life is not the same fun story or experience as swimming in it with your friends. I see it like, I see it like doing good in the present or your present is what determines a better past and likely future too. For me and you, how's that for pseudo on the voodoo? Heavenly kung fu from you know really who. Doing good in the present or your present, knowing this is maybe the gift present. Lift the ladder, not the later. I write every letter, no time to be a hater. Better to be a waiter. What this determines later is a better past future for me and you to nurture and class as in hold fast with care. How's that for fair with air bending? You like the truth I'm vending? Is it something that you're getting as I dig through the crates, truth vetting? How's that for pseudo on the voodoo? Heavenly kung fu from you know who. Judo, drinking the Mountain Dew, dancing in the rain with the beast. Fear, likely the least, drinking from the ocean, sniffing the flowers and the potions. I read the letters and the motions, filtering out the poisons with reasons over the seasons, and lack of truth that causes treasons with excuses instead of reasons. Sometimes you gotta eat a leaf or fruit in its season when you think something doesn't have meaning to be.
Miles McWalker, a musical pastor from ever after.
I see it like Iona, 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 Iona. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. I see it like why oh why oh why oh why oh. Fresh beats hits the tweaks, walking tall, 5 cubits, you could say 7.5 feet or more. A champion stronger than a sycamore, burning more than either or. I put maple syrup in my coffee, the darkness cannot stop me, I write for free. This is something you can copy, I'm not him, though I write a hymn for her to them. You could say it's more than a whim, though it gets deep, hope you're ready to swim. A walking miles, McWalker, Christian rap song of sweet talking. Blessings are twofold, and there is at least 2 levels of blessings for the redeemed. Still focusing into their full potential and wondering why some seem to get blessings on overflow, while some are on a dripping spring, wondering if they missing something. I know it can be real tough, no bluffing, one level. I hope everyone can agree. Gratitude is a powerful process. The more grateful you are, the more you have to be grateful for. Your thoughts become things. What you think about, you bring about. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. Albert Einstein, you got this. Really, you got this. Breathing with meaning, truth beaming, goodness believing. Hey sister, you got this. Hey brother, you got this. It's your day, as much as any day. Yeah. Move with peace, move with grace. Mind your place. It's not all about a steady pace. Help your brother or sister, save some face. Respect everyone at their own pace. Though if we're running best to have our shoes laced with good grace at any pace. Though forgiveness has its place, some things can just be an open and closed case. Some say you sort of become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most. You create your own universe as you go along. Winston Churchill. See yourself living in abundance, you will attract it. Every thought of yours is a real thing, a force. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Thomas Jefferson. Character is the foundation of success. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln. If your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. Peace is the journey of 1,000 miles, and it must be taken one step at a time. Lyndon B. Johnson. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Abraham Lincoln. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. John F. Kennedy. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. Ronald Reagan. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Abraham Lincoln. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. John F. Kennedy. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. You got this. Remember who you are. Wake up, Perseus, wake up, Perseus, focus. Remember who you are. There is a time traveler's concept, but do not oppress the poor, nor ignore the cries of the poor, and do not practice iniquity, lest these return upon thee as thy increase. Rather let thy increase be of righteousness, however little, with good care it will grow with peace. There is a time traveler's concept of do not oppress the poor, nor ignore the cries of the poor, and do not practice iniquity, lest these return upon thee as thy increase. Rather let thy increase be of righteousness. Have a little. With good care, it will grow with peace. I should write that down. Fresh beats, hits the tweets, walking tall, 5 cubits, you could say 7.5 feet or more. A champion stronger than a sycamore, burning more than either or. I knocked and went through the door. I put maple syrup in my coffee, the darkness cannot stop me. I write for free, this is something you can copy. I'm not him, though I write a hymn for. Or to them, you could say it's more than a whim, though it gets deep
Hope you're ready to swim or walk a miles. McWalker, Christian rap song or sweet talking. Blessings are twofold and there is at least two levels of blessings for the redeemed. Still focusing into their full potential and wondering why some seem to get blessings on overflow while some are on a dripping spring. One wondering if they missing something. I know it can be real tough, no bluffing. One level I hope everyone can agree with is the type of blessing that a parent gives their child, such as food, clothes, basic life teachings, along with kindness through patience that takes years of care before one is at a place of considerable self-care. God loves you. Some like a puppy, some like an old friend that lives in more than just now, that thinks about more than just themselves, draws a big circle. Another level of blessing, maybe looked upon. It's sort of earned like growing a fruit tree can be seen over time. Some lessons take time, and some require your regular help too. Dropping the seed in the ground and checking back in 5 years probably isn't enough to earn the blessing of a fruit tree ready to share its harvest with your family and friends. It might if you picked a perfect spot that gets natural rain collection and around the right time of year for your area, though, to help ensure matters, watering it and putting up a fence so it's not trampled when young or consider it consideration. Most of the fruit you have ever received is probably from farmers. They are happy to share, though they'd be just as happy if you grew your own, really. They grow it because they enjoy what they grow and have it in abundance at harvest times, because that is an example of how a real living faith works, isn't it? These are also expressions of patience and perseverance. Those may sound like almost opposing concepts, though together they are required to grow a fruit tree, of course. There is more to it. Though for a second, can you imagine that world? Where there is tasty, choice, edible fruit and nut trees in abundance, a walking distance from each other in many of the inhabited areas at many of your friends' houses. Each family having their own patches of fruit trees and the many other foods we can grow. Talk about strengthening interior from the interior. Sure, many foods are season and climate dependent too, though there is a lot available to you too. Long ago it was said to Moses not to mix the seeds of your fields. I think that is to preserve the original plant species as God made them, because some stuff doesn't turn out right or is good when mixed. This also helps ensure we still have reasons to rely on each other, because there is realistically, for time's sake, countless wonderful, delicious foods available. Did you know there's thousands of types of fruit and even over 1,000 types of watermelon and thousands of types of potatoes too? Just to express there is really options out there. Like, have you ever had an emerald berry?
The Lord gives grace and glory, no good thing does He withhold from those whose walk is blameless. You'll eat the fruit of your labor, blessings and prosperity will be yours. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands, all these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your ground. He makes peace in your borders. He fills you with the finest of the wheat. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. The fear of the Lord leads to life, then one rests content, untouched by trouble. The Lord delights in the well-being of His servant. I will listen to what God the Lord says. He promises peace to His people, His faithful servants, peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Submit to God and be at peace with Him. In this way prosperity will come to you. The Lord blesses the home of the righteous. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves lives. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. The work of righteousness will be peace, and the effect of righteousness will be quietness and assurance forever.